Standing at a staggering 7 feet 9 inches tall, Olivier Rioux is impossible to miss on the basketball court. This 18-year-old Canadian phenom isn't just tall. He's rewriting the record books and capturing global attention with both his height and his athletic potential. But there's much more to Olivier than just his towering frame. Here are 10 incredible facts about one of the tallest teenagers ever recorded. Olivier Rioux holds the Guinness World Record for being the tallest living male teenager. He first gained this recognition in 2020 when he was just 14 years old, standing at a jaw-dropping 226.9 centimeters, about 7 feet 5.8 inches. Since then, he's grown even taller. With this rare title, Olivier has firmly etched his name in history. From the moment he was born, Olivier's growth trajectory shocked doctors. Weighing 7.5 pounds at birth, he nearly doubled that in just 1 month, reaching 16 pounds. By the 5th grade, he was already 5 feet 2 inches tall. Though his parents are above average in height, they never imagined their son would surpass the estimated projection of 6 feet 5 inches by over a foot. Long before earning his own record, Olivier was obsessed with Guinness World Records. As a child, he would spend hours flipping through the pages, fascinated by the tallest people in history. By age 11, he realized that many of the record holders were already shorter than him. That realization planted the dream that would eventually become a reality. In 2015 and 2016, Olivier couldn't find anyone taller than him in the Guinness books, which sparked his determination. Initially, his request to Guinness went unnoticed, but once his mother contacted them, things moved quickly. Olivier described feeling overwhelmed and proud when he finally received the official recognition. His childhood dream fulfilled. Olivier surpassed Kevin Bradford, the previous record holder from 2015, who stood at 7 feet 1 inch. This achievement didn't just break records, it set a new benchmark for teenage height worldwide. Given his height, it's no surprise that Olivier was drawn to basketball early. He began playing at just 5 years old. Even then, he stood out so much that opposing teams often questioned his age, thinking he was much older. "I was often playing with kids who were 9 or 10 years old," he recalls. Although people stopped questioning his age as he got older, opponents still sized him up with disbelief. "Before games, players just stare at me. During free throws, they'll ask how tall I am. Then, they play more aggressively, trying to test me," Olivier shared. His size didn't make things easier. It made him a bigger target. Before high school, Olivier had the option to return to Spain to play for Real Madrid's youth program. Instead, he chose IMG Academy in Florida. The decision was influenced by IMG's world-class facilities and a more balanced approach to athletics and education. His family also felt he was too young for the pressures of professional club life abroad. At IMG, Olivier found a community of elite athletes where he wasn't seen as a novelty. "Here, he's just one of the guys," said Brian Nash, president of basketball at IMG. This environment allowed Olivier to develop without the bullying he had experienced elsewhere. He trained alongside future NBA prospects, sharpening his skills and gaining real competitive experience. Even before joining IMG Academy, Olivier had already competed on the international stage. Representing Canada in youth tournaments, he gained valuable experience against top global talent. These early experiences helped shape him into the driven, disciplined player he is today. Before even stepping into high school, Olivier Rioux had already made his mark on the global basketball scene, though his official high school stats remain unavailable online. His international reputation began to grow early, turning heads well before most teenagers hit puberty. At just 12 years old, Olivier captured global attention by representing the French Phenoms in a prestigious under-12 tournament held in Spain in 2018. Standing an astonishing 6 feet 10 inches tall at the time, he towered over his peers. A pre-game clip showing him dwarfing his teammates as they danced around him quickly went viral. On the court, Olivier used his height to dominate effortlessly, blocking shots with minimal effort, slamming dunks without jumping, and even scoring reverse shots over his own head. The highlight reel went viral, racking up over 700,000 views and drawing reactions from NBA stars. Stephen Curry tweeted, "So many questions," expressing his astonishment. Joel Embiid, amused by Olivier's confidence, tweeted, "He's got the nerve, the audacity to talk trash to me?" However, Olivier's father, Jean-François, clarified that the viral video wasn't the norm. Despite online assumptions, Olivier typically played in competitive U14 leagues with regulation 10-foot rims for Tornados de Longueuil, a AAA team in Longueuil, Quebec. Everyone thinks he plays against tiny kids on small hoops year-round. That's simply not true, Jean-François stated. In 2019, then 13-year-old Olivier joined Real Madrid's youth squad for the U13 international tournament in Castelldefels, Spain. His team won decisively, 121-49, with Olivier leaving a strong impression. In his debut, standing 7 feet 2 inches, he put up 20 points in minutes against BBA Castelldefels from Barcelona province. Many spectators believed his size advantage made the game feel predetermined. His sheer presence left opposing players visibly discouraged. Olivier also had a brief but impactful stint with Brookwood Elite before enrolling at IMG Academy in Florida in 2021. Known as one of the premier prep schools for basketball in the US, IMG has produced dozens of NBA players. At IMG, Olivier not only sharpened his skills on the court, but also grew academically. One of his first challenges at IMG was the language barrier, French being his native language. Though he had learned some English at school, it wasn't sufficient for academic and athletic integration. IMG provided a personal tutor to help him adapt both in the classroom and during practice. "It was a good year. I called my parents almost every day. My grades got better," Olivier shared about his first year at the academy. Internationally, Olivier proudly represents Canada. During high school, he competed in several youth-level international tournaments. In the 2021 FIBA U16 Americas Championship in Mexico, Olivier helped Canada secure a bronze medal, averaging 8.3 points and 10.3 rebounds per game, clearly asserting his dominance. The following year, he participated in the 2022 FIBA U17 World Cup in Spain, recording averages of 2.7 points and 4.7 rebounds per game. In June 2023, he again wore Canada's jersey at the FIBA U19 World Cup in Hungary, where he averaged 3.2 points and 3.4 rebounds. Then, in 2024, Olivier played in the FIBA U18 AmeriCup in Argentina, where he contributed to Canada's second bronze medal finish by averaging 4.5 points and 4.5 rebounds. These performances not only showcased Olivier's consistency, but also demonstrated his ability to perform under pressure. His offensive development during his time at IMG has been particularly noticeable. Coaches and teammates have commended his improved mid-range shooting and smart passing. His size makes him a perfect fit for pick-and-roll plays, often serving as a prime lob target. As teammate and senior guard Gerard O'Keefe explained, "When you're stuck, you can just toss it up to him. He's always there." Unlike many players of similar size, Olivier's mobility stands out. A lot of big guys move slow and get winded easily, but mobility is one of his biggest strengths, O'Keefe added. Despite these strengths, Olivier is still refining his defensive game. Canada's national team head coach, Sean Malone, noted that while Olivier's instinct is to anchor under the rim, a strategy that worked at youth levels, more skilled opponents at the elite level can exploit that. "At our level, players can face you up and go around you," Malone explained. Yet Olivier's evolving defense hasn't hindered his college prospects. He remains a highly promising talent with a rare combination of size, skill, and international experience, an athlete whose journey is far from over. Olivier's towering height runs in the family. His father, Jean-François, is a professional photographer who stands at an impressive 6 feet 8 inches, while his mother, Angari, is 6 feet 1 inch. His older brother, Olivier Rioux, is even taller at 6 feet 9 inches. Clearly, genetics play a major role in their family tree. Although some speculated that Olivier's exceptional height could be due to medical conditions like gigantism, doctors have ruled that out. "We're still not 100% sure why I'm so tall," Olivier once said in an interview. "They said it's genetics, but yeah, we'll see." After several tests and investigations, physicians concluded that his height is simply a result of strong hereditary traits. The family's unusual height even influenced the design of their home. Countertops were raised, and ceilings were built higher to accommodate their tall statures. Yet, despite these thoughtful adjustments, the door frames were left standard, and Olivier often pays the price, regularly bumping his head. It's become a humorous daily struggle in a world made for average height people. Even more astonishing, Olivier is still growing. Still in his late teens, he's continued to gain height beyond expectations. When Guinness World Records first recognized him in 2021, he was already 7 feet 3 inches tall. Now, at 18 years old, he measures an astonishing 7 feet 9 inches, 263 centimeters, making him the tallest teenager on record. To put that into perspective, NBA Rookie of the Year Victor Wembanyama is 7 feet 3 inches, 2.21 meters, without shoes, while other elite NBA centers like Rudy Gobert, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid stand around 7 feet tall. Olivier towers over them all. Despite his size drawing worldwide attention, Olivier still has a long road ahead in terms of skill development. College basketball will be crucial in sharpening his talent and proving whether he can compete professionally. He recently went viral after sharing a throwback photo with NBA champion Jamal Murray. The picture, taken when Olivier was just 12, already showed him towering over the 6'4" guard. "Congrats to Jamal Murray for winning the NBA championship with Denver," Olivier captioned. "Remember 5 years ago, you were the one asking for the photo." Fans were stunned. One wrote, "6'10" at 12 years old is insane," while another joked, "You need to stand next to Wembanyama." Victor Wembanyama, the French phenom, is 7 feet 3 inches without shoes and 7 feet 5 inches with them. With an 8-foot wingspan, he's considered one of the most physically unique talents in basketball history, dominating both offense and defense. Yet, Olivier surpasses even him in height. For context, the tallest players in NBA history were Gheorghe Mureșan and Manute Bol, both listed at 7 feet 7 inches, 2.31 meters. Mureșan, who played for the Washington Bullets and New Jersey Nets, was the NBA's most improved player in 1996. Manute Bol, known for his shot-blocking ability, still holds the record for most blocks per game in a rookie season. Olivier, at 7 feet 9 inches, is taller than both. But even with his record-breaking height, Olivier looks up to legends like Shaquille O'Neal and Giannis Antetokounmpo. He draws inspiration from Shaq's raw power in the paint and Giannis's athleticism and two-way dominance. Olivier aims to combine these qualities to become a dynamic force on the court. He also admires Magic Johnson for his vision and passing, even though Magic wasn't a center. "I like Magic's passing, Shaq's physicality, and obviously Victor Wembanyama." "Oh my God," he said in awe. Another favorite is Zach Edey, a fellow Canadian center whose game Olivier closely follows. Before basketball took center stage, Olivier dabbled in other sports. He played soccer and swam competitively during his younger years. "I tried soccer one summer. I was a goalie, and honestly, I got bored," he admitted. But these early athletic experiences helped him develop balance, coordination, and endurance, crucial skills for someone of his height. Swimming, in particular, helped him enhance muscle control and breathing techniques, which likely improved his stamina during intense basketball games. At his height, maintaining coordination is a real challenge, but Olivier has adapted impressively well. Athleticism runs deep in his family. His mother was once a volleyball player before she transitioned to a banking career at the Bank of Canada. His older brother, Olivier Rioux, played basketball for several Canadian AAU teams. With that kind of foundation, it's no surprise Olivier was drawn into the world of sports. If you enjoyed this story, click on the subscribe button right now to dive deeper into more fascinating sports journeys.